update from the Parks and Trails Committee. That's you, David?
Good evening, Mayor, Councilman.
Is his microphone on?
It's a long one. I hope you've been provided the update, and if you can, sorry, I do this every time, and I have a big voice too.
There we go.
Thank you.
Try that.
Good? Can you hear me okay? I'm going to be a rock star again. Oh dear.
We're good.
Well, I can just speak up if you like. Would
Yeah,
that be
this one's
okay?
on.
You just need to talk into it like this.
That's okay. All right. Can you hear me now? Yes. Okay. There's quite a bit of activity that's happening in Parks and Trails, always, and there will always be more. It's a great group, and we're dedicated. I will not go through a lot of these updates, so I hope that you take a look. And please feel free to get back to myself or Courtney Howard with any questions. You know, we can be reached through the town manager office. I did want to focus a little bit on the security discussions we've had of late, and there may be another speaker, public speaker, to talk about the same issue. And toward that end, the Parks and Trails Committee looked into, as an initial step, it looked into supplying Wi-Fi within the parks. I know there's an exciting kind of idea. It makes us a bit unique. There's a couple of other towns, I think Waynesboro has Wi-Fi in their parks, and a couple of other towns in Virginia. But it makes us unique in this area. It satisfies a lot of control, so satisfies a lot of issues that we might have. First of all, we think it'll get people to come in the parks. And having people in the parks, we think there will be less vandalism. It takes folks off the steps of the library, allows them to come into open spaces and potentially do homework. I think we believe that, we would like to hope that they'll do homework, but certainly they're there, and that's what we want. But the other side of it is the side that we were looking for Wi-Fi cameras. So that's the next step, we think, as long as you all approve this first step. We contacted Lumos. They took a look at the 6 parks, and I will discuss the amphitheater just in a second. We received what we consider a very generous offer. We do have to help them with infrastructure. That is in Matthews and in Washington Park. There's nothing for them, so they would have to lay everything for us, and they're willing to do that. We also have to split the cost of the equipment with them. So overall, I think I've got the figure here. It's $7,447 for 6 parks that will have Wi-Fi, and the areas are chosen so that the parks will be fully covered. I was recently contacted by Mac Beard, who I think will speak today, about including the amphitheater area. We at the Parks and Trails Committee think that that's important. I think it was an oversight on our part. Not sure whether that belongs to the town or not, but it's part of our town property, and I think it could be included. Unfortunately, it requires its own equipment. So there's an additional fee of approximately $1,500 to include that. Thereafter, Lumos is offering free wireless service. Free, yeah, I know. They do ask something in exchange. They want to promote the town. They want to promote their own business. They want potentially, we have to negotiate what that will be, but small signs that say Lumos provided this internet, perhaps on their website, or maybe on our website, some way to promote Lumos as a provider. I think and the whole committee thinks that these are reasonable offers. We'd have to negotiate them. We have to negotiate a contract, because they'll require one. But free internet service. And by the way, parental controls in place, and a potential landing page that promotes the town of Clifton Forge. So all in all, we think it's a good deal on our side, and we just look for your support on that. Again, any questions, present. Yes, go ahead, Shorty, please.
Why are they charging? Why are they charging $300 more for the amphitheater than the other 6?
Oh, I'm sorry, if that's true, that's my calculation error, not theirs. I received back from Lumos that the costing would be in line with Matthews Park or Washington Park, so whatever that is. And I have the breakdown. I'm just sorry I didn't include it today.
And one more question is, I know a lot of people advertise $49.95 for 3 months, and after 3 months it's $149. Are we getting?
We absolutely, yeah,
From now on?
we absolutely need to resolve that as well. Maintenance, exactly what they're going to need from us in terms of advertising for them. It all has to be worked out. We can do that and come up with a recommendation. Talked with the town manager quite a bit about this, and this is the first step. So we're presenting to you for your support, and if you guys think it's a good idea, we'll move forward and get all the details and make a good case for the town. And
I just had a little question. I think you was talking about the library having people there all the time. Would there be a cutoff time for the Wi-Fi as far as, if we had the Wi-Fi in the parks at 3 in the morning,
yeah,
people may come to get on the internet and,
It's a good point, and I'll make a mention. I don't doubt that it could be shut off at any time, in any way. So we have, it's like any Wi-Fi, you have complete control over it. So, but I'll ask the question for sure. Thank you. Anything further on Wi-Fi? Okay. And again, if you'd like to reach out to myself, I just want to make sure that we have your support as we move forward. We don't want to go too far down this line if it's not something that you guys believe in. And then the next step, of course, is Wi-Fi cameras. We have not looked into that at all. We thought taking care of the Wi-Fi first and make sure we have a good deal there, and then start looking into cameras. We certainly, a number of the committee members have experience with cameras, and I think Mac Beard will speak a little bit later, and he has some good experience. So we'll make another recommendation when we get that information. I do have a private system that I'd recommend, and it is reasonably priced. There is a yearly, as some of you may know, there's a yearly fee, but what they provide is good security that would fit our purpose. I'm jumping over a little bit, and just as I said, I've presented this so you can take a look at a lot of ideas we have for the future and a lot of things we'd like to do, and we'll just keep moving forward through the year. I do want to mention the Allegheny Highlands Trail Alliance that I'm a member of. They are currently clearing trails within Clifton Forge, and that group has asked for some support from the town of Clifton Forge. It would be a nominal fee just to cover the clearing. It's a nonprofit organization. We're just trying to start out now to present a structure for that clearing that takes place. 200 plus miles of trails that support ecotourism here, and that has all been done for the last 7 years, basically free of charge. And we're trying to bring that organization into a more professional, albeit nonprofit, but bring it into a more professional standing. It has a relatively new board, and we're seeking support from the towns that utilize that. Again, it'll be nominal and something very reasonable. I should note that we've already cleaned Fairmont Trail twice, and Hazel Run, and as well the monster tree that fell in the middle of the Sensory Trail. So that was all done seamlessly without any any town, I guess, any need for any town employees, not much anyway. We just took care of it, and so that will continue. We're planning a cleanup day in Washington Park. That the target date is this week, isn't it? Trying to get this Saturday. We do need a couple of things from the town in order to make that happen. And just like last time, we'll advertise on Facebook, and we got a great turnout last time and hope to do it again. The goal is to keep these cleanups. They do a little bit more than cleaning up, which I think you all know. They bring people into the parks. They show the folks that the parks are there and that they can use them. And as the parks are cleaned up, they're more desirable to be in. So, there's a bit of information on the next the fall festival and Chris Crindle Market, which we'll support. We hope to have a poster and table and gift wrapping and our milkweed seeds. It's the perfect time for milkweed. They go dormant and then they sprout up in the spring. So get your seeds. And the final thing, the final discussion I just want to have is on looking for a grant from Walmart to support the holiday lighting. We think it's a good idea to have that holiday lighting extends into the Sensory Trail, and we'll search out the grant for that, just with your support. But what do we need? Well, the two really dire needs, two things we very much need in Roxbury Park and in Washington Park. We need to have mulch under the swings. That's not just an issue for aesthetics, that's a safety issue. It needs to be done. But I have said to the town manager, if we get mulch there for one reason, we certainly can mulch the rest of the trees and make sure that they're protected for winter, which we'll do. So next meeting, excuse me, October 15th, a week from today. It is in Linden Park at the Large Shelter. And of course, you're all welcome to attend. It'd be great to see you there. Any questions? Anything?
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.